do what I do.
No, they went along and happily became pawns. Matter of fact, as I said, they became attack dogs for this white liberal agenda. And, you know, they're going to chew them up and spit them out the moment they become useless and their usefulness runs dry. They're not interested in justice or equality for black people. They want convenient soldiers and fall guys to do their dirty work. They're legal hitmen is what they line them up to be. They create an illusion of racial progress while serving someone else's agenda. And our good brother, the good brother Malcolm X, had a lot to say about that. I'm gonna share this video with you guys before we can.
Many whites who are trying to solve the problem, but you never see them going under the label of liberals. That white person that you see calling himself a liberal is the most dangerous thing in the entire Western Hemisphere. He's the most deceitful. He's like a fox, and a fox is always more dangerous in the forest than the wolf. You can see.
For you guys who don't know, I don't know where you've been, but this is the Honorable El Hajj El Malik El Shabazz, also known as Malcolm X. Somebody type Malcolm X in the chat room. Brother Malcolm was talking about liberals back in the 1950s. Okay, I want y'all to understand that. Shout out to my man.
See the wolf coming. You know what he's up to, but the fox will fool you. He comes at you with his mouth shaped in such a way that even though you see his teeth, you think he's smiling. You take him for a friend.
There are many whites who act friendly toward Negroes. A fox acts friendly.
See, what Brother Malcolm is doing is he's distinguishing between these white folks who are just straight up who they are. They might be racist. They might have red Confederate flags. It is what it is. You can deal with them. They're like a wolf. They come at you straight up. You know who you're dealing with. But when you're talking about these liberals, they're sneaky like a fox. That's what our great leader, great mind, Brother Malcolm was trying to tell us. That's the same thing that we've been dealing with this Democratic Party. Remember, he came around and he saw the rise of the Democratic Party's popularity in the black community. Okay, so remember, he is telling us what we've recently he's telling us 60 years ago on this video what we have come to determine right now, which is why a lot of black people said, nah, I'm not voting for the Democratic Party anymore. Y'all hit the #1 button. Somebody type X in the chat room.
Toward the lamb. And usually the fox is the one who ends up with the lamb chop on his plate. The wolf doesn't act friendly, and therefore the wolf has more difficulty in getting the lamb chop in his plate.
I'd like to point out, though, that
I say that because it is usually if you study the structure of the Negro community, economically, politically, civically, psychologically, and otherwise, it's controlled by the white liberal, who usually poses as the friend of the Negro.
On the other hand, I think one could point to a large number of whites who have struggled for civil rights, for equality, and have got little or nothing out of it, other than quite a few bruises.
Give me an example.
Well, the large number of white students who have gone into the South, for example, working for SNCC and other organizations.
Not working for SNCC or other organizations, but working for the white political machines who benefit by the voting efforts of Negroes.
Okay. Today, you could point to a large number of Negro leaders who have consistently betrayed Negroes in a whole host of areas.
They aren't really Negro leaders. These are puppets that have been put in front of the Negro community by white liberals. These are parrots that have been put in front of the Negro community by white liberals. You can't name me a Negro leader who has been betrayed Negroes, who has not been endorsed, sanctioned, subsidized, and supported by the white liberals.
Yeah, he's talking about all of those actors and entertainers, D.L. Hughley, name them all, Van Jones. He's talking about all those people. He's talking about all the different professors, all these different comedians and whatnot. That's who Brother Malcolm was talking about right there. Y'all type X in the chat room in celebration of the life of Brother Malcolm X, man. Big shout out to Brother Malcolm X and his legacy. We will keep him alive. But again, Brother Malcolm was talking about liberals 60 years ago. You see what I mean? And you have these black attorneys who should be educated, at least well-versed in black history and black understanding, getting into bed with these liberal elites, okay? Wielding the law, right? Here's what I want you to understand, right? You got these black attorneys like Letitia James, Fonnie Willis, Alvin Bragg, prominent legal minds who should be uplifting our community and fighting real injustice. Instead, they're out here wielding law as a weapon, attacking political figures like Donald Trump at the behest of the liberal elites. They didn't stop to ask if this is how the law should be used, whether it's ethical or justifiable. They simply went along thinking they were moving up the ladder. But let's be clear, they're expendable to those who control them. The minute they step out of line or fail to serve the agenda, they'll be tossed aside, and we all know it. But the writing is on the wall. These folks are running scared because they see the tables are about to turn. Look at Jack Smith. Jack Smith is not white. Jack Smith is not black. He's a white man. But the man couldn't wait a single day. Donald Trump was elected on Tuesday of November, was it November 5th? Right? And after Trump's reelection, Jack Smith started backtracking, taking steps to dismiss his own case. This is the man who was elected to special prosecutor to prosecute Donald Trump on the documents case down in Florida. Some of you guys may have heard about it. He knows. He knows he's out of bounds, and he's smart enough to see the consequences coming. He's already trying to run for cover. And what about James and Willis? Fonnie Willis just got reelected to Fulton County. She hasn't moved to dismiss the case. And Letitia James, let me show you what Letitia James thought it was a good idea to do. This appeal where we got this huge judgment against Donald Trump because, it's frivolous anyway. It didn't work. Instead of dismissing the case, she doubles down. Somebody type double down in the chat room. And she basically is calling out Donald Trump as president-elect of the United States. That's what she did. Look at this.
And we are prepared to fight back once again.
Are you really? I don't think she's ready. But if Letitia James wasn't on Donald Trump's radar, if Letitia James as the Attorney General of the state of New York was something that he was going to get around to at some point later, now she has made herself a priority because she has called him out, attempting to, I guess, and the play is going to be something like, well, we're just defending ourselves. No, you picked a fight with this man. You came for his fortune. You came for his fortune. There was others around you who came for his freedom. And then you had some who say he came for his life. See, she's not intelligent enough like Jack Smith to read the writing on the wall. That man is already running for cover. But James, she's doubling down. Now, what are they going to do when the people who put them up to this start pulling back? They're going to leave those white liberals that you are doing this for, Sister James, they're going to leave you exposed. And when that shield of white liberal protection vanishes, you're going to be standing there alone facing the fallout from these choices. See, this is what happens when you allow yourselves to be used. This is what happens when you trade in your integrity for power and forget where you come from and who you are. They were warned. I warned them. And I'm sure there are people around them that warned them, but they let themselves be turned into attack dogs for people who will never truly stand by them. Remember this, when the dust settles, these black lawyers who have become the attack dogs for the white liberal wing of the Democratic Party, they're going to be the only ones left holding the bag. Because believe me, the people that they're working for have already packed and they're ready to get out of town. I want you to understand what I mean, and I've been telling you guys this, and nobody believes old Uncle D. But this gentleman here to the right, this is a very popular podcast right here on YouTube. And this gentleman to this, look, Trump just got elected this week for the replay party. Some of y'all might see this in a couple of weeks. He got elected on Tuesday. It is now Friday. And they are already talking stuff. I've never heard anybody say this like this. This man is an attorney. Y'all think I'm bad. All you look, hey, look, if you don't like, this is going to be offensive to some folk. I want you to hear what this man said. He's a fierce ally of President-elect Donald Trump. And on Thursday, which is yesterday, he basically said, and I'm going to paraphrase because I'm going to let him say what he says, we'll have no patience for the New York Attorney General, Letitia James, if she continues to weaponize the legal system against the 47th president. Here's what he said, and I'm going to paraphrase, I dare you. Somebody type, I dare you. I dare you to try to continue your lawfare against President Trump in his second term. What's up, what's up, what's up? Welcome, welcome, welcome to the broadcast. This is Uncle D. People wash their ass in the tub, Kamala Harris.
You were tuned in to Uncle D. This black man talk, pull up, homie, take a seat. Don't be a shadow watcher every day. You learn something, then you earn something. Let them know and drop some money in the plate. It's getting cold, ladies, talking ratchet. There's a king here, grab your coat, zip your jacket. Keep quiet for a second, close your jaw. Attorney Spurling, this ain't pearly, know the law. Talking Constitution, pushing pins when he shooting, give him that. Masculinity, just for the record, sprinkle that. You can keep your cat, gotta cut it. Only cat he rubbing, gotta love it. I call it Molly Buddy. Gotta vote your interest, voting earns. Presidential, this is for the money that I earn. When you gon' learn, my people, that evil mixed with evil. No matter what you're doing, baby, this ain't equal. Sometimes when you're special, you get hated. The test is for the best, you're damn right, my people made it. Uncle D, Blizzard King, you been served, gotta notice. Now black men out here know we winning, gotta hold it now. Uncle D, you been served, get your notice now. Black men out here know we winning, gotta hold it now. Uncle D, you been served, get your notice now. Black men out here know we winning, gotta hold it now. Uncle D, you been served, get your notice now. Black men out here know we winning, gotta hold it now.
Hey man, I'll do what I do.
Somebody need to whip your ass.
Get up and whip him, Sweets.
Hey, don't be putting the money in my hand all rough.
Take your ass out here. You buy you a Flowbee and cut your own damn hair from now on.